Let's not make this any harder for Daddy than it has to be.
I like when you call yourself Daddy like that.
I do not. I'm very much the
You know what's funny is when I go out with friends here in SF, like they get real mad. Like if somebody buys me a beer, I'm like, "Thank you, Daddy," and they're just like, "Don't ever do that again." And it makes me want to do it so much more, so much fucking more.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves, and is crowned champion. Our steely-nerved competitors: a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off, and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzak.
Welcome to Word Rango. My name is Mike Suzak. We have so many words for you guys, because that's all we know. I'm joined this week by Bob Ball.
Word it up. Woo hoo, word it up.
Word it
mama,
up.
Mama.
Da, da, da. Dave Hinkle.
I don't have a fun little song for you. Sorry.
And Ryan Lewis.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, can we have a moment of silence for the dearly departed Merv Sujek, who passed away last week from heart cancer? He had cancer in his heart.
Heart cancer.
I thought we cured it.
No, we put it in relapse, but then it turned out his 82-year-old heart was too riddled with cancer.
Sorry, Merv.
Merv.
Apologies to Merv. We thought that we could take the money that we raised and just put it in his heart, and that would just solve it.
Yeah. It is hard to ball up $1,000 so small that you could fit it in a heart. We ended up just stabbing him to death with a pile of money.
Just clogged up his aorta, and that's actually what killed him. So
that is, that's a great way to go out. So by all means, we made sure that Merv went out he went out due to the money and not due to the cancer.
Yeah,
really.
He went out. He went out the way he lived, with a giant ball of money crammed into his chest.
Right, we're like Dr. Jack with a Swiss bank account. Like, we're rolling and we're helping people die. I mean, we could be doing even more of a service than that. But anyways, yes, quick. Okay, that's all they get. Moving on, we have so many words.
Yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to wording.
So last week, our winner was let's see, it appeared to be Bob with Junta.
It did not even appear to be. It is.
It appeared to be that way. Like, allegedly, Bob won last week. Reportedly.
We're legally supposed to say that. That's just how we have to do it every week, because we actually don't know, because we don't listen to this podcast.
No, of course we don't. And so, Bob, because of that, I want you to you get first word. Please give us your word this week.
Hi, Internet. I just want to take a moment to say hello, and you are looking mighty fine today. Thanks for the votes. Hey, my word this week is testudiousness. Testudiousness.
Testicle-tudiousness?
No.
Testudious. Actually, here, let me start over, because I had to break this down phonetically for myself, because that's how I read everything. Testudinious.
That changes everything.
Yes, I know. Now I have to scratch this out and write in test tube. Yeah, still don't know what this means.
Okay. Wow. What the fuck? I want you to try and spell this for 4 points.
All right. It's Greek in origin, so it's going to be testudinious. Wait, testudinious?
No, Ness.
Is that how Greek's spelled? Do you just say the word again?
It's more of a question than a word. Okay, so testudinous.
I'm gonna try
missing like another Ness. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's testudinious. What the hell? Dave?
All
right, tessudentizwlormnops. SSSSSS.
There's one less Hitler's SS in there, but yes, you're so close.
Okay, how do you spell this thing?
TES.
Okay.
TUD.
Okay.
INE
Oh, it's a sneaky E again. Sneaking in there.
I was off.
Man, that's one of my favorite rappers from the 90s, Sneaky E.
Sneaky.
He was a much more difficult E to figure out. Yeah.
He had a less tragic end. He just retired in Carlsbad, California. Lives in a trailer. Still alive and well.
He entered the witness protection program. Actually,
Yeah.
it was related to Tupac's death. So
Still weird that
Sneaky E.
that gold sparkled eye patch, though.
It's not
Like
so
when he's out
sneaky.
mowing the yard.
It's like Rick James.
Okay, testudinious. I'm gonna say, Dave, I'd like for you to take the first crack at the definition.
All right, I'm gonna say that's testudinious is somebody. I'm gonna say it's a person who is very anal about cleaning and categorizing their test tube collection. So like you can't have the Molander flask next to the beaker next to the Jinkle James device. Like you can't have, like, there's a certain order to it, right? Like either you want it to be alphabetical or you want to go from small to big or big to small. You know, like there has to be a way that you organize them for easy use. You know, it's basically the Dewey Decimal System of beaker, Merlin, Gleimer flasks, you know? So it's somebody who's very anal and very particular about organizing and maintaining their collection of test tubes. Like a scientist, I guess. Basically a scientist.
Now, Ryan, I know that you used to make drinks in a lab, so you probably know a little bit about this.
Oh,
sounds right.
you're a mixologist?
You was a test tube mixologist, weren't you?
I was very testudious. Yes. I keep forgetting like exactly what this word is. Like there's a bunch of syllables in there that I don't know if I'm leaving out or putting in too many. But Dave, I think you're right on, because I did used to be a mixologist, coming up with all sorts of different drinks, as we call them in the lab.
Okay.
And mostly
Scissors.
purple stuff. A little bit of Sunny D sometimes, but mostly just purple stuff.
Sunny D
And,
is made in a lab. Like, that's not even a joke.
It's actually absolutely made in the lab. And those guys that make Sunny D, I believe, are very testudious.
Now, just imagine if we could get Capri Suns that came in test tubes. I feel like that would be so much more appealing to adults.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah, everything's
otherwise-
fun from a test tube. I mean, have you done a shot of Jaeger from a test tube? It's like way better than just drinking it from a shot glass.
I have not. Now, do you have to still heat it up? Do you have to get it boiling?
Well,
at
so
all?
no. So generally, when you get like the shots in a test tube like that, it's in a stripper environment, and they kind of put the test tube in fun little spots, and you take the shot that way.
Like
so.
where?
So
Do
there
they,
is
do
a.
they have to hide them behind like a canvas painting or
so
something?
first they spin you in a chair blindfolded 18 times, and then they take that time to hide it somewhere on their person, and then they take the blindfold off, and then it's like kind of like pinning the tail on a donkey, except it's like pin the gross pervert's hand somewhere inappropriate on this young woman trying to make her way through college.
Right, and you're trying to find the shot of boiling Jaeger.
Yeah, boiling hot
see,
Jägermeister.
You're doing it wrong. See, you're going to want to put that in an Erlenmeyer flask.
Oh, right.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
God. Do you know nothing? You cannot run coiffers, dude. You're not going to be in charge of our boiling.
Well, we've already. I mean, if I'm going to be anything, I'm going to be the bouncer with a heart of gold. I'm going to be the Dalton of the bunch, like, because if you mess with me, then I will end you, and that's how it works. So
Okay, so we have to now for coiffers hire a college graduate or a college student girl to do the spinning and the find the boiling
and the boiling.
hot
She has to
shot.
do the boiling. I mean, because it's a lot of prep work in boiling Jaeger.
Right.
You can't just.
We can't trust our homeless
I can
people
already
with that.
tell by the way you're describing this, you are not going to hire her.
That sounds very dangerous.
Okay, so that's testudinious. I'll go next. I'm going to say that testudinious, it is... I'll have to break this down in order to even wrap my stupid head around it, but the test, it's a trial of something. So it's not doing something with any sort of certainty. It's an attempt at doing something. That's the sort of test part.
Okay.
And then the tudinious kind of thing is... it sounds like being studious to me. So the way I interpret this is testudinious is in an exam attempting to, using like a Scantron, attempting to fill in all of the circles and then erase them just enough so that the computer system will automatically give you an A.
Wait, is that something you can actually do on
I'm
Scantron?
guessing. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, not necessarily that I think maybe that's just an example,
Okay.
but trying to game the system in a multiple choice test.
No, dude,
You're being
I like that.
testudinous.
We're making a grab for like some middle school demos here, like middle school, high school demos.
Right.
Like, people are still taking Scantron tests. Like we're
fuck
locking them in.
SparkNotes. SparkNotes isn't there for you when you're taking the test. We need to take this shit a step further. So when you're being testudinous, it's a system that we've developed that you can figure out how to fucking ace your test without doing shit in the class. I did it. I got through college. I mean, I feel like we could figure this out. So that's what I'm going to say testudinous is, which is why I'm thrilled that Bob brought this word to our attention.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Ryan, what's your guess?
It's actually kind of along those lines. It's an attribute of a person who is very militant towards people who use anything but a number 2 pencil.
It's like the test comes and somebody shows up with a number 3 and it's like, first of all, how did you even find a number 3 pencil? I didn't even think they exist. Then they just smack you in the face and it's like, you're bringing that weak shit here. You know it's a number 2. I need graphite, number 2 pencil. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Now, if they're being
I like
militant,
that.
does that mean that they are going to be drill sergeant like dropping give me 20 sort of thing? Or
Oh no, I mean they're going to be just dropping the hammer basically. Like you're coming into a testing center, you're going to come and take your test, and you look down and you got a number 3 pencil. You look up and they're coming with a fucking haymaker. And
It's like half cocked even before you sit down, like they're starting to throw it.
punching you right in the eyes.
yeah.
I imagine
They make you
person
eat
has
the
to be-
lead, right? I mean,
Eat it.
And this person has to have a beret on and probably ripped sleeves. Ripped sleeves of some kind. I'm going to say like a camo vest, maybe. You know?
Give me that pencil, maggot. You are going to eat this.
I like
Bob
this
actually has
character.
a number 3 pencil.
that sounded like a number 3 pencil just
Yeah.
now. I could tell.
I like that. I think that another way you could take it too is if you're testudinous, like imagine somebody's job is to test the tude levels or the attitude levels of certain people, right? So it's like somebody comes in and, you know, there's a conversation going on and somebody's like a little too uppity and the other person's like, whoa, buddy, cool your jets. And then it's like a whistle blows, a flag gets thrown down, then some dude runs in a room and he's like, all right, let me check the tude levels, make sure everybody's cool. Don't want a fight breaking
This
out.
device here.
Yeah, I need you to blow into this device and then they turn around and run away. Like off into the night.
Yeah, but
And
if we're calling it I was gonna say if we're gonna call it a tude, like, I mean, that you have to be wearing a denim jacket if you're gonna call it a tude.
You absolutely do. You need not only you need a denim jacket that has, like, you know, around the collar. Not, you know, nowadays I'm seeing all these fucking douchebags with like the fur and stuff, which is fine. I mean, you guys look all right.
Hey,
but
some
like,
people
you know,
like that
the
Final
fur
Fantasy
lining,
VIII,
but
you know?
instead of fur, it's like the cotton lining. Like it looks like fucking
yeah.
cotton balls from way
Yeah.
back. That is what we need. That's
Yeah,
what the
just
person would wear. Yeah,
Listening
definitely.
to some like what was like Winger or like
rat and like wham.
But yeah, so testing the tude, I like that a lot. And I think that's probably what this is someone that has to both enforce the tude, keep it in check, and then also make sure that you're only using number 2 pencils.
Yeah, you gotta
Now-
check that. You gotta check those pH levels. You know, you gotta keep them in check.
There's got to be a way to combine these two things in a more fluid manner, though, right? You know, I mean, it's like, let me see your pencil, and also you're really acting up right now.
Yeah, like cool your
There's got to
jets.
be a sort of like a nice system where it's like you blow into this thing, it goes woo, you know, and then you also shove your pencil in there to like test the lead or something. I don't know the difference between the pencils. I mean, what is the difference between a 2 and a 3? That's got to be an easy trap to fall into.
yeah, failing the test. I know that's the difference.
Yeah, that's true. Bob, what is the definition for testudinous?
Testudinous. It's an adjective meaning slow, like a tortoise. You guys were so close to getting this right. If only you had taken your time to slow down and think about what you were saying.
Okay, so you decided to pick a word during an episode where we were all saying we should probably record this like a little quicker. I just want that to be very
slow up.
And you decided, no, what I'm going to do is take up as much time to myself as I can because I'm Bob Ball.
Hey, everybody. Cool your jets. Let's sit down and have a nice cup of green tea and talk about this.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That is just so amazing.
You know he's testing the waters for another character. You know he's doing that.
No, he
Bob.
almost went into the octopus there. He almost went in. I heard it for a
he
brief
wanted
second.
to.
The Sloctopus or something. Okay, Bob, we need you to set us up with some sort of a situation for Testudinius.
Okay. Ryan, you are in the middle of taking a test and have nothing but number 3 pencils. Let's go, Dave.
Okay.
You are the drill instructor who will only allow number 2 pencils. However, you are an anthropomorphic giant tortoise.
Okay.
And SAT, go.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to take
Stop it, Maggot!
This is
What?
an odd testing center.
Kind of pencil do you think
Well, nothing
you're
out of
gonna use in
Right,
my building?
Well, could have already taken the test by now. I'm gonna go ahead and just what? I mean, nothing's weird here. Got it
Drop
signed.
and give me all your pencils, cause we don't let you use the number 3 pencils here.
Sure. Well, hold on. I got a few more pencils. Let me check them out. Oh, that's a 3. Got a 3.
All right, look. Hey, look. I'm just going to level with you here, okay? Like, I got to play up this whole kind of turtle, I'm really slow, and I got to talk slowly thing, you know? It's that children's story really fucked it up for all of us tortoises. We're actually pretty well-balanced, quick people. But here's the thing, though. I'm going to tell you a little secret. If you take one number 3 pencil and you break it just enough that it's the length of a number 2, it's essentially the same thing. I don't know why they put those numbers on those pencils. It just seems like bullshit to me. But if just do that, and we're going to be cool. What did I say? Maggot! Alright, but we're cool though, right? We're cool?
Yeah. Now, if I bash 2 of them together, will that give me a number 6 pencil? I mean, I'm going to do even better on the test if I do that. Am I right? Come on.
Oh, God damn it. Look, if you do that, then you're going to have to break that one up into a third so that it'll be 1/3 of a number 6 pencil, which is essentially a number 2 pencil. So
I
you're
feel
going to
like
have
I'm
to do
already
that.
taking the test.
This is all part of the test. Also, you're still in bed sleeping. This is a dream. Wake up.
End
Wake
scene.
Wow.
Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
That was,
I'm probably
that was
gonna.
pretty loud.
Yeah, wow. Sorry, guys. I've never played a giant turtle before. How'd I do?
You are a very convincing turtle, I must say.
What's funny about it is like when I was talking, I actually was looking up. So that's how convincing it was. I was like,
You were looking up at this giant turtle.
You were doing such a good job, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice turn in the middle, too, by the way, Dave. I like
good.
that.
Thanks.
I didn't see that coming.
I got so tired of screaming long, loud sentences and possibly getting kicked out of my apartment. So,
All right.
yeah.
Bob, we need you to give us your escalator pitch for Testudinius.
Sure thing. Hey, everybody. Life is going by you so fast. You need to have a little testudious piece of your day where you just sit back and enjoy the flowers.
And marijuana, apparently, because I'm pretty sure this is like the best thing ever if you're stoned.
Does anybody have any Cheetos? Maybe a Funyun.
Just a single one. Just one.
And Funyun.
Okay. I'm assuming that's the end of the pitch. I would hope so.
I was waiting for an Funyun.
Someone somewhere is listening to this while they're baked out of their mind and laughing so hard. And they're probably holding their bag of Funyuns up and just screaming, and Funyun.
And Funyun.
And thinking it's the best thing we've given to the world.
Right.
Well, we're not going to match that.
Anybody and Funyun.
It's A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y, and always F.
Especially when dealing with snacks.
Yes. It's that hard snack F. Always.
Okay. Looking back at last week, 2 of us also had 1 vote each. That's how I'm going to decide who goes next. One of those people was Dave. You had the word rufescent. Dave, I'd like for you to give us your word this week.
Okay.
Is there a Funyun?
And Funyun. Check under your seat. There's a Funyun. Okay, so my word this week is an adjective, and it is jumentous.
That's it.
I thought we said that we weren't going to go with any more racism.
Well, if you guys want to guess the spelling, maybe I'm mispronouncing it. I know there's been some concern in the past where you guys think I pronounce words funnily, funyuny.
Is that the thing you think we're the most concerned about? I think I'm more concerned about us being anti-Semitic on this show.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I can tell you right now, it has nothing to do with the Jewish community or Jews in general.
Okay.
Look, it's spelled JEWMENTOS.
Space.
And they are just a super racist candy. It's Mentos for Jews.
The Jew maker?
Kosher Mentos. I love it.
I mean, I was about to even dive into a little joke there, and I had to stop myself because I realized it was going to be offensive. Like, I can't even do anything with
I love, like, the idea of, like, this candy company has all this stockpile of candy, right? And they're like, dude, we can't ship it to the stores until the rabbi gets here. It's like, well, what the hell is up with him, man? I don't know. He's had, like, 1 million brisks this week. Like, we're waiting on him. We can't ship until he gets here.
Well, it's got to be kosher candy. It's got to be kosher.
Kosher candy, man.
It's unleavened Mentos.
Unleavened Mentos that have little yarmulkes on them. I mean, how do you not want those?
Celebrate your Passover in style. Fresh makes better.
I guess it's the fresh maker.
Oy.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, so somebody want to guess how this word's spelled?
I'm going to say it's Jumentous.
Bingo.
Right? Okay.
Bingo. So jumentous.
Bob, was that your guess for the definition then? Jewish candy?
I think for the safety of the rest of my career, no, that is not my guess. In fact, that was not me speaking.
That was that turtle.
That was the turtle.
That damn turtle.
Hey, guys.
You had to fucking bring the turtle back, right?
Sorry.
And Funyun.
Okay.
No, turtle. Get out of here. Oh, and here's your pencil.
Okay. Bob, can you give us your actual guess for the definition of jumentous?
Jumentous. It's like a monumentous occasion that only happens in June. It's jumentous.
Yeah, it's like Toyotathon or
Toyotathon is so monumental.
Wait, it is if you're buying a Toyota.
I like
This
that.
week at Toyotathon, it's jumentous. No more number 3 pencils in our place. Only number 2.
Are you snapping pencils over and over again there?
I have 3 dozen pencils now.
No, he's a professional
But they're
voice
all
actor.
tiny.
He's throwing his voice, man. He's got to be doing that all mouth.
Wow.
You know, Bob, all mouth, all
He's
the
like a
time.
beatboxer, but with far more useless traits. Okay.
It's a Toyotathon in July. It's jumentous. Bring your pencils. You're out of school. We'll break them in half. Or in thirds. If we can get that much leverage.
Ryan, what's your guess for the definition of jumentus?
Yeah, well, knowing Dave, he screwed up the pronunciation. It's actually a soft J, and it's eumentus. And it's just basically it's a nice self-help state of mind where you just have to have a positive attitude about yourself and be eumentus.
It took me so long while you were saying that to register eumentus, what you were going with, and oh yeah.
Just it's all about your self-esteem, guys. What's today gonna be? It's gonna be a eumentus day.
I imagine like some kind of Rosie Perez, like real hot-blooded lady who's just like yelling stuff all the time and just saying things without thinking about them much. And then like, you know, her husband comes back to an argument they had a week ago. And he's like, well, you said this, you know, I know you meant it. You were very eumentus when you were saying it. She's like, you're damn right I meant it. And like,
That's
you know.
right, Mookie. I totally did.
Mookie. Like puts her hand on her hip and like sachets away.
Yeah. Come on, white man can't jump? Isn't that what? No.
Yeah.
Eumentus. That's I like that. Man.
Yeah.
Some good definitions. Okay. It's my turn. I'm gonna say that jumentus is it is all of the epic big parts of the movie Jumanji.
Oh man.
They were jumentus.
They were jumentus.
You mean
Like
that
the
part where they're
elephant-
like in the jungle?
The elephant like fucking hammering its way down the street. That was jumentus.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Definitely. Dave, can you please give us the definition of jumentus?
Okay, so jumentus is smelling strongly like a beast of burden. Is of relating to or smelling like horse urine.
Wow.
No way.
So these are two different definitions. This is Free Dictionary is the smelling strongly like a beast of burden.
Beast of burden?
Yeah, so like any
Like
kind
a
of like
donkey or
a mule or like, you know, anybody who does manual labor, like I would call them a beast of burden. So I think it's a very, you know, very open-ended. You can kind of say whatever. Like you can say it either smells like a donkey or it smells like Larry the Cable Guy. So that's the free so that's a Free Dictionary definition version. But Wiktionary says of relating to or smelling like horse urine. They're very adamant about the horse urine part. So, you know, I felt like I should toss.
Was it like underlined and highlighted and bold-faced?
Yeah, it's bold.
Also in italics?
Italicized.
So, Dave, you're telling me that the Kentucky Derby is a very jumentous occasion?
Yes, like there is a very jumentous air about the Kentucky Derby.
That just the thought of that makes me want to throw up.
Horse piss.
You walk in your giant hats with your mint juleps, and everybody just smells like donkey wee.
Yeah.
What's in this mint julep?
Like, I love the idea of it's like, all right, I'll see you in a week, Carl. I'm going to go backpacking across Europe. And then you come back, like, the second you come back, and you're like, oh, let's meet at the bar for a drink. It's like, whoa, man, you smell like so jumentous. Like, what happened to you? Oh, dude, you wouldn't believe it. Like, I was in Romania, this horse pissed on me. Then I went over to Albania, another horse pissed on me. Then I went to Latvania. This old man pissed on me. Like, it's like, what were you doing? You going around asking? I was paying people for them to pee on me. Yes.
Yeah, the old man did work in the salt mines.
Yeah,
so
it
he was
was
a beast of burden. So
sounds like the worst of the Griswold vacation movies. It's like they just go to Europe and it's a series of horses just peeing on them in their car.
Now, I've got to say, that definition sounds like it came from a Free Dictionary. So, okay, so you had Wiktionary, you had the Free Dictionary.
Yeah,
which,
yep.
Dictionary.com.
Dictionary.com.
You get what you pay for.
That's true. Dictionary.com also has
Fununary.org.
like a beast of burden.
Okay.
Now, our good sexy pal Merriam-Webster doesn't seem to have it within her
Sure enough.
her dictionary, her
Yeah.
sexy crevasses.
That complicates
It's not a
things.
part of her.
It does, but it's also a dated word too, right? It's
Okay.
not like
You dated this word?
yeah, you know, I went out on 4 dates with it. They were nice.
You really have got to look at the profiles on those websites you're going through.
yeah.
So this
How do we know that? Like, is Merriam-Webster? I think like they are a little bit anti-Semitic. So really, like, I mean, when it came down to it, like they're just like, doesn't that mean like a really banging Yom Kippur? And we're not going to.
We're not gonna. We won't put this word.
So, but this also poses a question for us going forward. I mean, should we have a unified standard of like, it has to be in this database? Like, there has to be a definition at Sexy
Absolutely
Merriam-Webster?
not. No, I think it's great
Okay.
to use as many resources as we can and
Okay.
let the resources sort of be part of this whole thing. That's
Okay.
the beauty. I mean, like, really, realistically speaking, that's sort of the beauty of language, is how it changes and how people have different reference points. I mean, that's the beauty of how it works. So I welcome your shitty free dictionary. It's fine.
Okay.
It's free. That's all I can, bills are tight right now. Holiday season's coming up. I got to use this free dictionary.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Dave, you need to set us up with something for Jumentus.
Okay, so Ryan and Bob are both fur trappers in the 1600s, living out in a cabin in Vermont. They both eloped so that they could live a life together because they're lovers, and society isn't ready for their love. They both eloped into the woods. Now, in the woods, during their travels out there living and loving each other a lot, just all kinds of ways, they came upon a talking moose that they have befriended and adopted, and that is Mike. Now, the problem is this moose is starting to get a bit too Jumentus for them. And so now there's an argument where Bob wants to put Mike down and just get all of his meat, his delicious meats, and they can eat it through the winter. Whereas Ryan is like, holy crap, this is a talking moose. We should save his life. So you're at an impasse right now, and Mike has just come back to the cabin and is like, sup.
Moose.
You're getting noted to death here. I'm trying to remember.
Sorry, it's a very elaborate scenario, but I do want to drive home the fact that you two are both very much in love, and you do all the typical love activities that lovers do.
He really wants to get the sound of this down. Clearly,
yeah, basically.
Carl.
Yes, Steve.
Honey bunny.
Yeah.
We need to talk about the third wheel. We need to talk about the elephant moose in the room.
Yeah, well, let me get some of these love muffins out of the oven, and I'm gonna go talk to this. Whoa, do you smell that? What I mean, it is a little bit offensive.
Honey, that's more than a little offensive.
Moose.
But before you take those out of the oven, you should put on some pants. Those chaps are not going to cover anything if you burn something.
And this moose isn't really adding anything to the conversation. You keep saying moose. What are we going to do about this?
Moose.
I mean, I'm surprised that he can actually move his lips that way. Moose. Sexy, but
it's interesting, but that smell just no.
Moose.
He smells like a dumpster full of skunks that have peed on the American flag.
Moose.
Exactly.
And that
since it hasn't been invented yet, but still.
Moose.
Yeah. And I'm not sure, but I think he may be ill as well.
Moose.
He does sound a little terrible. Moose. Well, let's get out of the hot tub and see if we can do something about taking him into some kind of vet. Do we have one around here? What can we do about that?
Hey, I have a different idea here. Just step over here away from that moose. I think we should kill the moose.
Moose?
That sounds sexy.
Moose?
Maybe trap his fur.
Moose?
We should just trap all over him.
Moose! Moose! Moose!
I think he may have heard us.
Moose!
Yeah, sounds like it.
Moose!
Now, it's fortunate that he can't actually exit the room because he has hooves and not hands. We closed the door.
Moose!
So let's just break it to him slowly. Hey, Moose. You want to go live upstate with the dog left from last year? It'll be beautiful.
Moose?
It'll be beautiful. Yeah.
Moose?
You know, the one last Christmas? Toby? Yeah.
Moose.
He was a lovely dog.
Moose.
He still is.
Moose,
he lives
moose,
upstate,
moose.
you know.
Moose.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your train ticket.
Moose.
It's right here
Moose.
inside of this rifle. I just want you to look it down the barrel.
Moose.
The train ticket is right up inside.
Moose.
So if you know, train tickets go better in the mouth. So if you could just put your moose lips on the end of this rifle, I am. That's good. That's perfect, sweetie.
And scene. I can't take it. I feel terrible for this moose.
First of all, like you were
vocabulary.
supposed to not both be on board, but you were both immediately on board for killing the moose. Like I like that part of it. I like that Mike wouldn't stop saying moose. That was great. And I also like that you chose to kill the moose in the house. Like you didn't even take him outdoors. You were like, screw it. There's gonna be blood on the curtains.
This moose has got to die right now.
Also, Bob's dude was like a Southern gentleman.
I know.
In the year 1600, talking about the American flag.
We already discovered last week that he just doesn't know time, I mean the Union soldiers during the Revolutionary War, like that should have said it all. I like that.
Oh,
I have
awesome.
a decided ambivalence to you, history. Take that.
See, that's really America right there. When you're like,
really
"Fuck
is.
you, history." I'm gonna do
not
a
even
Southern accent.
Yeah, it's like willful ignorance. It's really that's what we're.
When we
we're
kicked
about.
the Mayans off the moon when we landed there in 1776, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you're pretty
That's
close
it.
on a couple of those things. I'll give that to you. Dave, we need you to provide us with your escalator pitch for Juventus.
All right, Jumentus. So you've been trying to find a nice highbrow word to describe homeless people, their smell, something that could kind of just, loftily fly right over their head, and yet you can still be very demeaning and talk down to them. This word solves that problem for you. It also gives you a great way to talk trash about your friends who've just come from the gym, smelling all funky. It has given us kosher candy. It has given us a wonderful, wonderful scenario where Bob Ball said goodbye to a dear friend, a dear talking moose friend.
A moose friend.
Yeah, a dear talking moose friend. It has given us an actual product in love muffins, the physical muffin you eat and then you feel love. I feel like this has just been all one Jumentus thing. Like it's just been like momentous for Jewish people, not Jumentus, in that it smells like a beast's urine. But it's just good. It's just good times, you guys. And I think that's why Jumentus deserves to be the momentous word of the week.
Nice.
Not just June. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
not just June.
Well, it's the word of June also, I guess. But I really appreciate the fact that so far we already have two large anthropomorphic animals on the show. Like in this one episode. I mean, like, I didn't know one episode could contain a moose and a giant turtle, but hey, I mean, we're like a giant zoo. We're like the biggest zoo. Yeah.
We're innovators. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Ryan, I'd like for you to give us your word of the week, or your word this week.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't all kind of carry the same Thanksgiving theme that I'm going to be basically bringing about with my word, which is, I guess I shouldn't set it up this much, but you know what, guys? Spatchcock. Hold on. Just love
Confirmed it. Just confirmed it. Spatchcock.
What the fuck does this have to do with Thanksgiving?
Heck, you weren't as upbeat as the dictionary.com guy, by the way. You need spatchcock. Like it's like
Wise guy.
He's like saying it while he's emerging from the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. Like he's just like spatchcock. And then all the parents are looking at him very, very weirdly.
Yeah, giving him the stink eye. For sure.
Give them the old pedo eye.
All right. Is there? Do you want to spell this for us right off the bat? Do you want to give us a spell check on it?
Yeah. Hold on 1 sec.
Oh, it's just like it sounds.
Yeah, it's SPATCHCOCK.
Wow. Okay. Well, that worries me because that means Bob knows what it means. Anytime Bob knows what something means, it's not fun. It's just not fun.
Every time that I know what the word means at home, take a shot.
Yeah, Bob, more history, less reading the dictionary. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's where I get all the best history.
Give yourself an encyclopedia. Let's do that instead of the dictionary. Change it up.
Okay, so I'll go first. I'm going to say spatchcock is it's Alfred Hitchcock's brother. or cousin, I guess, or something.
Gary Spatchcock.
Gary Spatchcock. And Gary Spatchcock was also a filmmaker. He was an independent filmmaker. And he made, let's be honest, he made some raunchy films about lovers in the 1600s. And there was a moose.
Specifically for trappers.
For trappers in the 1600s. So that's Gary Spatchcock. So you decided to go for a proper noun, and that's fine. Now, the real question is, and this is not something I have an answer to, is whether or not spatchcock has taken on a new meaning as a word named after Gary Spatchcock. Not totally sure on that. If that's the case, I'm sure you'll enlighten me. But all I have so far is just the encyclopedic definition of Gary Spatchcock. With his
way to spatchcock that up.
Hey, I'm not perfect.
Totally spatchcocked.
Dave, since Bob apparently knows, we'll go with you next.
Okay. So you know how, like, if you're a professor or a librarian or whatever, like a dude, you wear those like tweed coats, those tweed like blazers, and they have the little patches on the elbows. Mm-hmm. All right, now stick with me here. A spatchcock is it's a brand of a type of distinguished tweed patch that you put on the underside of your penis. Now it serves it serves two purposes. One, it distinguishes your penis. I mean, aside from like putting on a nice pair of Mario Van Peebles glasses on your penis, there's no better way to show the opposite sex or even the same sex, anybody really, that your penis is not only dignified but it's worldly. It's well studied. It's been around. It knows
distinguished dicks. I like
that. Distinguished dicks. That's actually the turtleneck line.
Website distinguishedicks.com.
Man, but you've already taken the Mario Van Peebles, like the new Jock City. Like, I don't.
No, is this a subset of like Men's Warehouse then? Like, can you get them through them or something?
Yeah, I mean, you can order them online. Yeah, you can order them online. I would suggest doing that, but it's tough because you kind of want to like try them on and make sure it fits beforehand. You don't want to just like be shooting in the dark here. But aside from distinguishing your penis, it is also great in that there hasn't been a product that's like kind of keeps your shaft and head area, depending on how much you've been blessed or cursed, from like rubbing up on your like sandpapery hairy ass balls, like just every day just digging into the smooth supple skin of your penis
of your ass balls. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a two-pronged product, and I'm quite proud of it.
I'm picturing a dick with a cuff and a crease. I mean, like, it's looking sharp as hell.
I just want to know what we're going to invent, like a portable cup holder for my penis, like something I could just, kind of snap on there, like the when you pull up to a Sonic at the drive-in part, and they like snap that thing on the side of your car door. Like, we need something like that for penises.
Do we?
Yeah, sure.
What are you putting? Are you putting like your slushy or something right next to your dick?
It's San Francisco, man. My hands get cold sometimes. I don't want to hold my, Frappuccino or my ice cool latte from Dunkin' Donuts, and like I want to have somewhere to set it while I'm walking down the street.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So distinguished dicks with patches on the underside.
Yeah,
so that it protects it from.
Yeah, but there are different colors, so depending on what kind of a base color you got going on, you can still be stylish. You can complement your own tones, and I think it's a product for new age.
How much do we think these sorts of things would run for? Because, I mean, whenever you're doing distinguished, like formal wear, you can just charge whatever the fuck you want, it seems, because it's like the idea is you're a rich bastard, right? I mean, so we could probably upsell this a little bit, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. And I think you also have to charge based on the rule of like, I mean, I've been a fat guy for a long, long time. And so like the bigger size clothes you buy, the more expensive they are because just sheer thread like count, you need more thread. Mm-hmm. So of course it's understandable that a bigger shirt will cost a little bit more money. So I think we adopt the same pricing principle on the distinguished dick gentleman spatchcocks.
Spatchcocks.
Yeah. So we adopt the same kind of rule rule of shaft.
It sounds like we're sort of inventing our own cup size, sort of like how like bras, like there's a bra size and everybody knows like the A, B, C, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like we're inventing our own system for that for dicks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because think about like if you played pee-wee football or anything when you were younger, like I did. You go to the store and buy a cup, and it's like they come in two sizes, like going to pinch your junk a bunch or going to pinch it just a little bit. Like that's it. You got those two. You don't have much wiggle room there. So I think we need some innovation, some evolution, and we need spatchcocks.
And if we want to get a true vertical going, then we would also have value brands that could be sold through like Target or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Those would be more like, they'd be a little cheaper and stuff like that. Like you'd get like, I don't know, like you said, a Larry the Cable Guy spatchcock design.
Yeah.
Or
it says "Get her done" on it.
Dynasty.
One that has like John Cena on it or something. Yeah.
That works.
Okay. So that's a spatchcock.
Yep.
Okay. Bob, what is your definition for spatchcock?
You know what's harder than actually coming up with a fake definition is knowing the real definition in your head and then frantically trying to search the internet to make up a fake one. Like, I can't. Oh, okay. So, spatchcock. Internet, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be very funny this time because I'm going to drop some knowledge on you. Spatchcock is when you take a chicken that you're like going to barbecue and you cut out like the back area, like the spine, and then you flatten it out and then you cook it that way.
Or a turkey.
Oh, I guess you could do it with the turkey too. I mean,
happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Go spatchcock a turkey like the Pilgrims would.
Just so we're clear, the turkey will be resistant.
It may.
Okay,
so you should draw it a nice bath. You should rub its little tiny turkey shoulders.
Yeah. And
go, it's all gonna be okay. Here, drink this.
Little turkey shiatsu, with your fingers. You just kind of like.
We bought you a train ticket. You want to know where you're gonna go? Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna go upstate with Toby.
Toby and Moose the Moose.
Got to put the tickets in your mouth.
That's the only way to get there. Count to 3 and you'll be there. 1, 2.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Count to 450 degrees. We're going to get you there. 1, 2, slide you on in middle rack.
Okay. So, Ryan, the one thing I don't like is you gave us a word that, it's a food preparation thing, but
it's kind of cheap. He went cheap on it, right? Like
what?
But I'm worried about
festive.
I'm worried about the situation, the scenario here. What are you going to give us that?
Oh, because we've used up all of our animal quota for the podcast. I believe.
So what?
How about this, guys? Here's the scenario.
Okay.
Thanksgiving's this week, guys, and I would like all of you to let me know what you're thankful for on a very special episode of Word Rango.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Did you say what spatchcock actually is, though?
No, Bob's right. It is actually taking a chicken or game bird, poultry, and preparing it by slicing it down the middle.
So basically butterflying it, I guess?
You could butterfly
more
a
or
pigeon.
less.
Okay.
But it's a specific term to, like a chicken or a turkey.
Or
my
a
dad
pigeon.
spatchcocks a mean turkey for Thanksgiving. So,
And that is not a euphemism for his mother.
no.
Do you guys?
And it's also not a decorative patch for his wiener.
It is now.
So in the future, when in the soil.
Hey, yo, Dad, you gonna spatchcock that turkey? I bet you are.
Hey, yo. So in the future, when we have the Charlton Heston Soylent Green, we're all eating people future. Are they going to be spatchcocking human beings before they dump them into big like meat grinders? Can
Well,
you
I would hope
spatchcock
so.
a human being, or is it just mainly like fowl or a bird?
Well, you probably have to call it something completely different. A spatch dong or a spatch. I'm assuming that part is interchangeable.
Yeah.
It's synonymous with any kind of phallical or
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you thankful for,
Things we're thankful.
Mike Suzik?
Okay.
Hey, wait. Let me make sure I have some fun music under this. Wait for it.
Just trolling so hard this week.
Bastard.
Anybody got any Funyun? And go.
Okay. What am I thankful for? It's sad that I can't even come up with a real thing. Like, I am the least thankful person I think anyone's ever met. I take all of you for granted. You're all just a pawn in my life. I mean, really, you're all likes and favorites on Facebook and Twitter to me. Like, I mean, it's...
Well, then you like getting poked and favorited on.
I guess.
Oh, he loves getting poked. He loves getting poked.
I'm thankful for every ounce of attention you fucking pathetic people are giving me. I guess.
Dark.
No, I have no idea. I mean, you're really throwing me for a curve here. I mean, I was just getting done acting like a moose, so I guess, like...
Well, how about this, Mike? What is Mike the Moose?
Okay.
What is he thankful for after that traumatic experience?
Moose, likes and favorites, moose. Subscribe to the show, Moose.
Nailed it.
All right, Dave, what are you thankful for?
Oh man, what am I not thankful for? T-shirt guns, jalapeno poppers, Mai Tais, the Philippines, what else? Adobo seasoning, a bobo from Double Dragon,
Adobo and a bobo.
adobo and a bobo, covering all my bobos. Long John shirts, underneath of T-shirts. It's a very good
Butt
style.
flaps.
Butt flaps. Rude duditudes.
All right, Dave, I think we're gonna have to cut you
All
off.
right, there we go. But no, I'm
And
mostly
Bob.
thankful for you for listening and loving us and liking and favoriting the podcast and
And loving on us.
loving on us, loving all over on us. Moist, sticky love.
Loving thing.
That was a nice try to turn him off, but I don't think you hit the kill switch on that
No,
one.
you gotta pull the plug, man. You gotta pull the plug.
You got to spatchcock
I'm gonna
him.
switch it over to Bob. Bob, what are you thankful for this holiday season?
As I snuggle in my nice warm robe with my cup of tea. Internet, I'm thankful for you.
Aw.
I like you. I think it's nice to hang out with you. I think it's nice that the four of us can get together and we can hang out right there in your ear holes and make you laugh, probably make you very uncomfortable at times. I know I am. And in general, look at the giving that we did. We gave over $1,000 to Movember. Why?
We killed a man with it.
Stuffed it in his heart.
Not just to cure cancer, which, spoiler alert, we apparently did not do, but because you want to see me completely bald.
Yeah, we also cured Bob of head lice, which is nice. So
You will cure me of hair from the neck up, and that's something that we did. So curl up in your nice warm chair with your moose or your turkey, and give them a hug before you send them upstate this holiday season.
Bob, really quick, is your robe made out of old copies of the Chicago Tribune?
Specifically.
Get out of my house. I got to keep my pee and nail filings in jars.
now that's what I call a jumentous situation.
No, that's what I call Juventus.
All right, put in the public domain clapping and laughing, or if we could get a clip from like live at the Apollo there, that'd be nice.
That'd be great. Yeah, Ryan, I guess really quick, you can close that out. What are you thankful for? You may as well chime in.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm thankful for words. Word Rango!
Rango!
Hashtag word strong.
It. Yeah, word strong. Yeah, no. That's basically it, guys. Moving right along.
Okay. Well, actually, you have to give us your escalator pitch really quick. So go ahead with
yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, when it comes down to this Thanksgiving, if you're just going and buying one of those Genio turkeys and just throwing it in the oven, it's going to be dry. It's going to be terrible. So if you really want to do it right, if you really want to, put on the Ritz, go buy a nice turkey, put it in a nice brine, take it to the turkey spa, and then you're going to want to slit it right down the middle, spatchcock the mother-loving shit out of it, and grill it up, and have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. Spatchcock.
Okay. It's my turn. I'll go last. I have last word. My word this week is abreaction.
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 All right, can I just?
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, can I just go first? Because
Yes.
I have a feeling I know exactly what it is.
You bastard. Are you taking my shit?
No, I'm taking it. All right, so this is somebody who has an allergic reaction to an abracadabra moment. It's like a magician's trick is like so potent that they break out in hives and they can't breathe, and you have to give them a shot of adrenaline in the chest, like they're Uma Thurman, and then an ambulance shows up and takes them to the hospital. And you have to profusely like apologize. You're like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were allergic to magic. And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, and then in the end you hug and then everybody's cool, but they almost died.
So you start out being like, is this your card?
I get the EpiPen.
It's a sliding scale. Like if you pull a quarter out of somebody's ear, like they're going to get a little bit of a rash. But if you full on levitate in front of somebody, like they're going to go into cardiac arrest. Like so,
Their heart just stops.
the heart just stops. Like it's been stabbed with $1,000 bills.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a wonder that Chris Angel hasn't been pulled off the air yet.
So did I totally steal it there, Ryan?
No,
Oh, okay.
actually you didn't.
All right, nice.
But that was fantastic.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan, what is your guess for abreaction for the definition?
I mean, I thought you guys already kind of knew this. Like, if you stay up late, you're seeing these infomercials, they bring out this tool, and this guy just starts busting on it, just starts working out. And it's abreaction. You've got 8 minutes. You've got yourself the tools. You're going to go in here and have an abreaction. Do you want a washboard 6-pack stomach? Abreaction. 8 minutes a day.
Is that little thing that's like the wheel with the two handlebars on the side that you like get down on your knees and you hold it and you like slide it forward and back and you like work out your
Yeah,
ab?
how does abreaction work, Ryan?
Well, it's clinically tested and proven in a laboratory. We've got scientists
You're
around
not
the
saying
world
anything.
working
We
on the
need to know
clouds
how
how to
this
blast your abs with your death.
It's clinically
For
tested. Mom
$9.99
approved.
a month for 5 months. You can have abreaction.
We still don't know how this thing works.
The ladies will love you. The men will love you. They'll want to rub your chest. They'll want to rub your abs because abreaction is going to get a reaction out of everyone. No, I mean, it's definitely, that's what it is. Like, I've seen it before. It's like, they have the gazelle, with the guys like doing the
With the
little leg
ponytails.
thing.
Yeah, he's
that
got like
shit's
8
hot.
ponytails on his head.
Yeah, and if you got your P90X and then abreaction. No, it exists.
Okay, and then Bob, what's your guess for the definition for abreaction?
It's the way that you react in a situation that is totally inappropriate by quoting ABBA lyrics. It's like you get scared and you're like, so someone leaves the house. It's like, when you're gone, how can I even try to go on? When you're gone, though, I try. How can I carry on?
Sending out an SOS, yeah.
Listen, Phyllis, stop it with the ABBA lyrics already. Give it up.
You're just in an elevator and like just looking at someone right in the face, and you're just like, "Mamma mia,
Yeah.
my."
Right.
I like that.
How do
You're getting a salad in the cafeteria at your company, and you want to sit down next to someone and the seat's taken, so you just yell at them, "Take a chance on me."
It's like, Fred, I really don't want to sit on your lap, buddy. Can I not take a chance on you? Because there's a chance that I know what's going on here.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I don't know a single ABBA lyric.
I know, right?
Like I don't know a single
Take a chance on
fucking
me.
one.
Dancing Queen. That's about it.
All the hits, basically.
That's basically it. Yeah. Now that's what I call ABBA, a 6-track album.
Have you ever been in an awkward situation? Here's some ABBA songs that
Okay. The actual definition for abreaction. This is from sexymerriam-webster.com. It says, the expression and emotional discharge of unconscious material as a repressed idea or emotion by verbalization, especially in the presence of a therapist. So it is the act, or to abreact is the act of getting out something that is repressed, verbalizing it.
Wow, I think Bob got it right.
No, Bob didn't get it right. Don't even. No.
I nailed it.
You did not nail it.
Nailed
You were
it.
talking about fucking ABBA lyrics. Of course you didn't nail
Yeah,
it.
but you're sitting in with your therapist. You're on the couch, and you're just
Quoting ABBA lyrics.
Yeah.
Because he gave a really vague. He said doing something in like any situation. This is a little bit more limited than that, right?
Specifically with a therapist.
Bob didn't win.
Excluding Abelard.
I guarantee
Which one of us
Bob did
in
not
this
win.
room right now has not been a therapist for the other?
Yeah.
That's true. You guys have got me through some tough times with my dad.
Lawyered.
You can wait.
And I will give $5 if there's not the Law and Order dun-dun right here, right now.
You're going to add that, and then we're going to get sued.
I like how he's noting his like stops and stuff. Okay, what can I do?
Right. Okay.
Loses its,
So ab reaction. Okay, Ryan, you are on the set of an infomercial. You are selling us on the ab reaction system, but your director on the set, Dave, is having a tough time getting out an inner repressed feeling, and Bob is there. I don't have a thing for you, Bob. But you're just there. You get to figure that out.
He's just some like guy who's wandering in off the street.
Or I
He's
guess
like, what are you guys
maybe
doing here? You
Maybe
filming
he's the
something?
therapist. I don't know. I guess I don't have complete thoughts. I mean, figure it out, you lazy bastard. Figure it out and go.
All right. Now, I'm trying out these two lines. Do you want to wreck your abs or do you want to blast your abs? I don't know. Which one do I want to do here, Marty?
Well, blast kind of just makes me. I can't. It's bad. It's bad. What
about fuck the shit out of your abs?
Oh
huh?
no! That reminds me too much of it. I can't. I'm not going to go into it, but I don't.
Hey guys, I know that I'm just here to set up the lights, but I just wanted to say that there was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando.
You son of a bitch.
Fernando, I'll never forget that name. That guy, he just...
I don't know what your deal is, man. Look, neither of you. Listen, do you want to wreck the shit out of your abs? Do you want to completely obliterate your abs? Do you want to destroy them? You guys aren't giving me any feedback. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, destroy just makes me think of the Destroy Star from the Star Wars movies, and it just...
Star Wars?
You know, it's a bad thing happened when I was watching Star Wars before, and, you know,
Well, it's been many years since I haven't seen a rifle in your hand. Can you hear the drums, Fernando?
See, the problem is I don't know that you're doing ABBA lyrics. Like,
doing
I have
ABBA
no idea.
lyrics.
I have no idea you're doing ABBA lyrics. This whole scenario is just crap. And I blame Mike.
Geez,
I blame
man.
Mike.
Are you kidding? I liked where this was going.
Yeah, blast the shit out of your abs. I don't care. You know, my dad beat me. All right, there you
Wow.
go. That's the thing I was
There,
trying
we
not to
finally
get
got
out.
it out. We got Dave to ab
My
react.
dad just would just
I set
wail
this up
on
to
me.
help you, Dave. I set this up to help you. We're here for you.
he would only take breaks from beating the shit out of me just to flick lit cigarettes at me while he laughed maniacally into a can of Budweiser.
And listen to ABBA,
Listen,
which is
there's
why-
no regret. If I had to do the same thing again, I would, my friend.
Ooh,
Fernando.
you know, Ryan, you're on to something. Is ABBA a trigger for you, Dave? Like,
Must be.
ABBA's a trigger, isn't it?
Everything's a trigger. My dad was a hard man. He was misunderstood. You know.
Because for me,
There was something in the air that night.
for me,
Stars were bright, Fernando.
Fucking Fernando.
for me, "It's a Beautiful Life" by Ace of Base is a trigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You just got to go with that Scandinavian sweet pop music.
it's a
Yeah.
beautiful life.
They're the
Oh,
they're like the new ABBA. Yeah.
The other
the
one
old-
is
the
that
old ABBA.
what was that song by Four Non Blondes? I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, oh, what's
Maybe how
going
they sound now.
down? And I said, hey, hey.
It's almost like we're standing in the studio with them right now.
It's almost like I could smell the Jumentus dreadlocks on this woman
Yeah.
in whatever place they were squatting in for that music video.
sounds like some kind of animal being killed.
Moose, 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 moose. I'm going to the farm.
All right, my escalator pitch for ab reaction. We all got to get it out sometime. That's the gist of it.
That's it.
Ultimately, I mean, I think it's an important word to know, because it doesn't have to be in a therapist setting. The thing is the definition even says it's self-verbalization, especially in the presence of a therapist. But even in the company of friends and family, getting out the inner things that bug you is really important. And hey, I mean, we haven't mentioned it at all on this show. Thanksgiving's coming up. It's the perfect time of year to talk to your family about your repressed issues and feelings.
Dave.
So I'm happy I was able to bring up the whole Thanksgiving part, and that has got to have something to do with it too. So abreaction, it's an important word, I think. And it also gave us workout stuff and
and whatever the hell just happened here.
Like as time goes on,
Bob
like
singing
that's what's going to be the escalator pitches, is just us reminding like 4 minutes later the cool ass shit that came from our word.
No, right.
That's all it is.
Anyways, that was mine, and that was that. We have to get to the most important part of the show, the part where we crown the winner. Bob, you were the winner last week. I'd like for you to start off the voting. You have to pick between jumentis, spatchcock, and abreaction. Which word do you think is the word of the week?
So you're saying I can't pick my own
Absolutely
word?
not.
My own word. It's like an 84,000-year-old ghost. Like just the oldest old ghost.
I'm going to go for jumentos.
Nice. The Jew maker.
Jumentos. All right. And before we get to you, Dave, I just want to mention Old Ghost. You're touching on what would be an amazing Casperish spin-off of a movie with like a really old actor, like you kind of get where I'm going with this, huh? It's kind of like the Wild Hogs. It's like, except they're ghosts.
Mm-hmm. I like
Don't
that.
give them ideas, man.
They're riding ghost cycles, just tearing down the United States of Ghost America and just getting into adventures. And Marissa Tomei shows up at some point, but she's not a ghost because she'll never die.
So what old dead actors could we have in this ghost movie?
Oh,
I'm
Ernest
thinking
Borgnine, definitely getting in
Ernest
there.
Borgnine, Marlon Brando,
Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau.
and Brittany Murphy.
Oh, that's perfect.
She's just like hanging out with them.
Perfect.
No, yeah, she's the William H. Macy of the group. She does all
sort
the
of-
slapstick, the falling down, the driving her bike into walls, like all
Now
that
we
stuff.
need the smooth guy
Nailed
that's
it.
like the old / young still at heart, Patrick Swayze. He's perfect.
Oh, I was
for
going to
this
say Scott Bakula, but he's still
Well,
alive.
and Patrick Swayze has experience playing a ghost, so we know what we're getting at.
Oh, bring in the ringer.
He's
I
got
see
his
how
ghost
this works.
chops, yeah.
Yep.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Wow, Brittany Murphy. That's still sad to me. Okay,
couldn't let
Dave,
it.
you have to vote between I can't even fucking say it still.
I know, disqualified.
Testudinius.
Testudinius. Spatchcock and abreaction.
All right. I wanted to go with Testudinius, but man, abreaction is just too good. I have to go with that because the idea of like having an allergic reaction to magic is just the funniest thing to me. So really that's what you're trying to do to get my vote, is to make me laugh and have something to think about after this show. And I will be thinking about abreactions for a long, long time.
All right, I will go next. I have to pick between Testudinius, Jumentis, and Spatchcock. And, wow. I feel like I'm digging my own grave here, but I'm picking Jumentis.
Nice.
And I'm picking it specifically because Spatchcock I thought was great. That was a fun word. It's still a fun word to say. But the meaning of it just sort of falls flat for me, and I understand.
You've never had good turkey before. That's understandable.
I haven't had turkey at all before, I guess. And no, that's I have. But I can't even let that be a joke because it's just not funny. And then Testudinius, I just, Bob, you went a little far on the syllables. If you could just reel it in a little bit and stop trying to impress us,
Always
maybe
getting
you
silly
would
with
get our
those
votes.
syllables.
One of us here is trying to build a listener base. And I'm pretty sure that guy with a tortoise shell is me.
That part was funny, but yeah, I still got to go with Jumentus. Ryan, you get to close it out.
You're a son of a bitch.
Ryan, you get to close it out voting between Testudinius, Jumentus, and Abreaction.
We know how this is going, guys. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, and Meshbecha. Yeah, dude. Seriously, you guys, make this Passover a Jumentus.
Nice.
And with that, Dave, congratulations. You have won this week with the word of the week being Jumentus. I've practically given up on naming a wordsmith of the week. I don't know who has it.
Are you sure?
I think Bob might be close. He got a word dead on. He thought he was right on a lot of things. He brought us the turtle thing. It might be Bob, but if you guys have any objections, I'm more than willing to hear them.
I don't know. I think personally I used quite a few words and managed to fit in the words.
This is a quality, not a quantity thing, Dave.
Well, no, but I mean, I think quality is shaped by quantity. I mean, you know, like you can keep trying to do something over and over and over again and do it like very poorly and horribly, but one of those times it's going to be great, and it's going to be because you did it all those other times leading up to that. Like practice, you know. Are we talking about practice? So, you know, so just make it me. Just pick me.
Ryan, do you have any sort of say in this? Like that, is there anything that's coming to mind?
Yeah, you know, this Thanksgiving, guys, I think the wordsmith of the week is listeners like you.
Jesus Christ, you guys suck. Okay, fine. We're not doing the wordsmith of the week because all of you suck. We have to move on. Bob, how do people get in touch with us this week?
For starters, you find me and Funyun. Hey, you can find us on iTunes, where it would be great if you would leave us 5 stars.
Yes.
You know, just search for Word Rango. We even have a couple that we're going to read in just a moment. You can get us on Facebook, facebook.com/Word Rango, where we leave funny stuff for you all the times. Get us on the Twitter, twitter.com/Word Rango, where we also talk about the funnies. You can actually listen to us on Stitcher now. I don't even know what that is. It's probably something that shoots down from space right into your brain pan.
No, it's
if you like.
It's the internet's foremost cross-hatching community, you know?
Yeah.
On the internet. It's a bunch of old ladies getting together.
We have people asking us to get us on
Talking about their
Stitcher,
games.
and they're,
What you do is you take your cross loop, you go under and pull through. Beautiful.
Wow, stitching sounds fucking boring.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We should get off this Stitcher thing.
Yeah, we probably should.
It's affecting our
And
image.
we tried
our
it.
cool young
Yeah.
image.
From our friends at iTunes, Ryan B, or maybe Rian B. Let's go with Rihanna. It's Rihanna.
Rihanna!
She said that it was very funny. Smart and funny, period. It makes me want to neck your dewlap.
Nice. You got to get a good necking on that
Gotta
dewlap,
get
man.
right up in that dewlap.
That's what it's there for, you know?
Yeah.
And also 5 stars from Diggy Smalls. I thought you were dead, but hey, whatever. Cantankerous, K on passing this up. There isn't a better suited podcast to have playing in my headphones while I spend time alone in the bathroom. A great educational and funny podcast with 3 intellectual dynamos and 1 guy they found on the side of the road.
That's
Hey.
That's got to be me. That's got to be me.
Well, enjoy that time in the bathroom, spending all that
Yeah.
semen, I guess, or whatever you're doing.
Coxswain.
And then also, Bob, did you mention at Word Rango on Twitter? Because people should definitely be following us on there. We do.
Yes, you should follow us on the Twitters and on the face pages.
On the face page. And one thing I want to mention that I discovered, this is amazing, is that on Sexy Merriam-Webster, there is, I don't know if you guys have noticed when you've checked out words, there's a comment section under the words where you can say where you heard the words from. If you guys decide to spam the shit out of Sexy Merriam-Webster saying you heard this word on Word Rango, go for it. There is a nice sample that is...
Oh, wow, dude, yeah, I see 2 hours ago on the Word Rango Facebook thing, you posted something about
Correct.
edentulous.
And that is a comment on the edentulous definition page
Oh, dude,
on
that is
Sexy
so
Merriam-Webster that I shared to the Facebook page. Boom! That is synergy right there.
Oh my God, dude! Like, why aren't we all getting jobs at Fortune 500 companies doing social media right now?
I don't know. That's SEO right there.
That is some SEO, bro.
That's some sexy SEO. So,
Speaking of which, I just heard the word synergy on the Word Rango podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So you may as well
that
go kind of get a little clicky in there. So yeah, I mean, you go to a dentulous, some motherfucker on there named Lynette says, I work in a dental office. You probably don't, you liar. Instead, you probably heard this on Word Rango, and I think you should be honest about that. All of you should be honest about that too. So definitely, like Bob said, rate and subscribe. Send us some things, say some things, stuff places.
Also,
and,
did you see Marge Barlow's comment on edentulous? In a medical transcriptionist test, the patient is edentulous. When did Fergie go to the hospital and for what? she was in Illinois at some point. She had to go to the hospital.
That's where she got her cosmetic dentistry done. She's a trendsetter.
okay.
We know that about Fergie,
Yep,
remember?
that's true.
She's starting the trend.
And then really quick before we go, I wanted to bring up Twitter because we did have 2 people tweet us, and I love you both. At Obo Crazy says tonight's word for D&D is glaive. Glaive.
To glaive.
Glaive? Glaive?
No, glaive is a type of weapon. It's a
that's a fancy glove.
It's no, yeah,
It's a
actually
fancy
maybe that's
glove.
it is. Yeah, it's a
It's a
glove,
fancy
right?
glove.
It's a gauntlet.
It's a glove that attached to each one of the fingers on that glove is some sort of spatula that's shaped like Apollo 13.
Pretty specific.
It's like Freddy
I mean,
Krueger
it
trying to
is.
kill
It's
you,
such a
but
simple word.
like it's like the worst Freddy Krueger glove in the world. Like instead of like stabbing you to death, all he can really do is like make a bunch of omelets for you. Like
yeah.
there's just you're not dying.
That's pretty fan. I like that. IHOP needs
If
that.
you got to go out somehow, it's got to be through omelet.
And then we also had at the Richard M, our friend Richard Mitchell, who said, let's go with
Hi, Richard.
perspicacity. Perspicacity. Do you guys have quick guesses before we close out?
Oh, that is the quality of having ready insight into things, shrewdness.
correct.
No,
Whoa.
that is somebody who cannot sweat. They're not able to perspire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably
Someone who's just anti-handbag, purely purses. That kind of thing.
All clutches all the time.
Yeah.
Clutch all the time.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, I think Dave probably has it. I think it's
nailed
probably
it.
someone that perspires, but the only way they can perspire is when they're listening to System of a Down's Toxicity.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, so if you guys have crazy
What a
words
horrible
you want to
life.
stump us, and
Throw
I
'em at
guarantee
us.
you absolutely will stump us, and you'll feel good in the process. Hit us up on the Twitters at WordRango. Hit us up on Facebook.com/WordRango. Hit us up on email. What's our email? It's
Wordrango@gmail.com.
Wow, it's like we have a theme going here or something. And we also have a website. It's called Grindr.com. So go to that. I'll let you spell it however you think it's supposed to be spelled.
You're looking for some hot fur trapping action in the 1600s.
If you don't realize why we're laughing, go ahead and Google that. And then join
We
us
also have
in the laughter.
DistinguishedDicks.com.
Distinguished Dicks,
That's
yep.
gotta be ours soon. I mean,
Gotta go for the Mario Van people.
right. And then tune in next week. We're gonna have a fresh show with 4 more words for you. Hopefully, with the holidays coming up, this is gonna be a little bit of a toss-up. We're hoping that we'll be able to get a recording in, but I'm not making any promises. So
Yeah, you are. We're recording. We can't not record. I mean, no wait.
Okay.
We can't not.
So, some of us may be busy spatchcocking the bird.
that's disgusting. Don't ever say that again. And with that, thank you all for listening. Thank you guys, as always. That's it. Moose! Moose!
Moose? Moose?
Moose!
Moose.
Moose! All right, I'm stopping.